What is going on, everyone's? We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I'm yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And topic for today is going to be
these Democrats are going to get people killed.
Yes, indeed. So the radical left is they keep striking. And somehow they acquired full control in Virginia. The Senate, state, all of that. They got full control because they just elected their new governor, Spanberger, and she wasted no time causing chaos and destruction. We're going to watch a video that shows some of the things that she's trying to get passed. We're also going to watch and listen to some of the words of Arizona Attorney General. These people are saying things, and a lot of people don't have the discernment to realize that the things that they're saying are going to get you hurt. We're seeing it, but they're steadily encouraging you to go out here and interfere with things that don't have nothing to do with you. And then we cry about the results that we're getting from stupidity. We're going to listen to what Ms. Spanberger is trying to get passed, and we'll commentate on it. Y'all know how we do. Let's get into it.
All right, I always like to remind people elections, they have consequences, and the people in the Commonwealth of Virginia, they are learning that very, very quickly. Now, take a look at what's happened in the last 6 days since Abigail Spanberger took over for Governor Glenn Youngkin. On her first day in office, Spanberger rescinded Glenn Youngkin's order requiring local and state law enforcement that they cooperate with ICE agents. She also announced that Virginia was rejoining a regional greenhouse gas initiative, promising to send utility bills skyrocketing. And that's not all. Virginia Democrats now want to ban gas leaf blowers, put a tax on electric lawn and landscaping equipment. And sadly, that's only the tip of the iceberg. Because now that they control the legislature, the state house, Virginia Democrats are pushing a number of insane, radical, Mamdani-like far-left policies, including a new tax on Uber Eats and deliveries, 4.3%? Working men and women, that's a lot of money.
So, like you said, the whole Mamdani thing, they ran on making things affordable. That was their whole premise. Affordability. Americans can't afford their homes, groceries, and all of these things. So how is putting all of these extra taxes on people making things affordable? Do they really care about Americans? And you're going to also see in this list of things that they also want to give benefits to illegals. So they want to raise taxes for us to pay for illegals.
What is it? What did Robin Hood do? Take from the rich and
give to the poor.
The poor. But these people don't even belong here. They're not even American. And you're fighting. And I see a lot of things on social media of Americans. I don't know if you don't understand, or you're just being like, well, you have to love your neighbor. Yeah, you do. But
my neighbor should also belong.
Right. They're not the people that the people that we Americans are putting into office. They
have no loyalty to us.
There's no loyalty to America. The agenda, and I've said it before, the agenda is globalization, right? The agenda is everybody.
Everybody get the same thing across the board.
They are not looking out for Americans. They have not been looking out for Americans, and you want to punish the president of the United States, who is like trying to look out for America, because his job is to look out for the whole United States. Now, we vote locally so that our governors, our mayors can take care of us. And yes, and when you continue to vote blue, and then it's a punch in the face to say, okay, we're going to take care of these illegals. They don't pay taxes. They're clearly saying all your taxes. So when you see these property taxes going up, when you see what else is it that's happening that's going up, it's not to fund our lives.
It's to
fund theirs. So they can continue in fraud.
They want to put a ban on gas powered leaf blowers. What?
I don't want no electric. I don't want to plug in my thing. So
I don't want no electric car. I don't want no electric lawnmower. I don't want no electric weed eater.
And so this goes back. I'm gonna let it get back to Hannity, but it goes back to when President Biden was in office, and he was saying that he wanted everybody to have electric. No gas stoves, but electric stoves. You're going to have electric vehicles. Do you understand how far electric vehicles go? Do you understand, like, what?
I have a
I already know, but just period,
and
right?
When it gets cold, that runs your battery down.
So, and you mean to tell me that I have to travel like that? No, you mean to tell me, and okay, here's my point, because I was almost missing it. That what this is it happening, that's fascism, because you're telling me I can't do what I want to do. What Trump is doing is not fascism.
Not at all.
You're telling me
you just don't like it.
Yeah, you just don't like it. And I just want y'all to think, forget if you don't listen to what we're saying, but look at what's happening. Then go look up articles and stuff and read it to understand that these people are not here to uplift America. They're here to destroy America. Everything that the founding fathers did, because Virginia is one of the 13 colonies, the beginning, and now we're here.
They're using our laws against us.
And the thing is, you don't know the laws. When have you read the Constitution? When have you read your state constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights.
The doggone your human rights. We don't even know our own human rights. But we're going to let Hannity get back to it.
They want higher tax brackets. They want investment taxes. Oh, and they want in-state tuition paid for by taxpayers for illegal immigrants. They also want an expansion of ranked choice voting rather than a fair up or down choice for voters. Democrats want the removal of mandatory minimum sentences for a number of heinous crimes.
Let me go back real quick. Because that thing said that it's going to be illegal to walk up on someone at an abortion clinic.
A number of heinous crimes, and they want
hold on
a fair up or down choice for voters. Democrats want the removal of mandatory.
Y'all see that, right?
But do you know these people aren't walking up on anybody? I watch a guy. He's not walking up on anybody.
They're out there doing their own thing.
They stand there and they just speak, right? They don't walk up on anybody. They just say, ma'am, do you know that your baby is life? And they like basically yell. Now, the people that are running and approaching somebody are the people who work at the abortion clinic, and they put hands on the people who are out there.
They pour their water out. They just nasty.
And then they say, get away from her. Don't tell her. It's just like, that's her right. But like, and then do you know, I wanted to save this, but it's not really marching or protesting, but the ACLU, which is the American Civil Liberties Unity, you don't need a permit to be on a sidewalk saying anything to anybody. What you can't do, though, is you cannot obstruct a car or pedestrian traffic. So we can stand on the sidewalk and say whatever the heck we want to.
Profess Jesus.
Because that is
free speech.
Free speech. So once again, these people are telling you, shut up. You cannot do that because I'm telling you can't do that.
But showing up to a protest with a handgun.
I wasn't going there. I was just saying, like, I've watched the abortion stuff, and there are just people who have stood and said, hey, you know, like your baby, that is life. And some people have given them the gospel, you know, Jesus loves you. So these people, like, what are we why do we want more abortion? And I can understand if Planned Parenthood was just focusing on mammograms and getting, condoms and all. I can understand if it was just that. But why is it like abortion?
I was watching a video the other day, yesterday, I think it was, and a guy was like, do you ever wonder why the Black community never makes it past 13% of the population?
Baby.
Kill more babies than anybody.
And
we're
then
not even giving ourselves a chance.
And then you remember I was telling you about how they said that in Harris County that it was a large amount of Black women who died or something, or mortality rate.
Yeah.
So hear me out. I'm not in there, but if you have gotten an abortion, and several times, and then you decided, okay, this is the time, there will be complications.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of Black, I don't know. Yes, it makes
1 + 1
sense.
= 2.
Because they were trying to make it seem like, Black women aren't cared for
We need
in
to
the
find
hospital.
out how many of these women have had abortions.
How many abortions have you had?
And how does that affect
your body
when you actually do decide that you want a baby?
Because it might be scar tissue. There might be something, there might be other underlying things that you're not going to the doctor, because you talk about Black men not going to the doctor. Black women don't go to the doctor. We don't take care of ourselves. I don't know how the hell we got, but the abortion, but yeah, the 1 in 1, that makes sense. That makes more sense than saying that they're just going into the hospital and dying because of the staff is not taking care of them.
Yeah. We're going to let them get back into it though.
Yeah.
We done.
Sorry.
We digress.
Minimum sentences for a number of heinous crimes, and they want to replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples.
It already is.
So they want to lower the minimum sentencing for things like rape, child stuff, all the sexual predator type offenses. They want to lower the minimums for. So
and then higher maximum for people who might just be walking around with a little bit of weed. I didn't touch nobody. I'm just
smoking. As we proceed.
Isn't that crazy?
Day. And an 11% sales tax on firearms, ammunitions. So much for running on an affordability agenda. Here with reaction. By the way, proud to announce he is a brand new Fox News contributor. Does this mean you don't have to suffer with, little Georgie Stephanopoulos anymore? Is that over now?
Well, it is true. I'm coming over here, Sean, I get to hang out with you more. I can't wait. But boy, the segment before, my goodness, I don't think you were going to talk any sense into him at all. I would have asked him, would you at least agree that states ought to cooperate with the federal authorities as they relate to people who are here illegally sitting in the jails? There's states that won't even cooperate on people sitting in their own jails that are there illegally.
Right.
It's insane. And what's happening here in Virginia.
It's insane. You know what the sad part is, though? If you really, and this is why I asked the question, do you know any victims of violent crimes committed by unvetted illegal immigrants in his own state? He's a state representative. The answer to the question is obviously no, which means he doesn't care. And then he puts ICE
happening all the time
in jeopardy by comparing them to the Gestapo, comparing them to the KKK. Again, that puts their lives in jeopardy by demonizing them, by literally inciting.
Then y'all want them to take their mask off so you can dox them even more. That's the only reason why y'all don't want them in masks. And the only reason why they wearing masks is to protect their identities. Because y'all will dox them.
And that's what happened in that church, because they said that the pastor was an ICE agent. So
he's the head of some ICE enforcement agent. Yeah.
they still went to this man's church. Forget everybody else. Forget children. I don't care. I want to get you and I want to harm you because you're harming other people. No, they're doing a job. They're doing a job. And
how would you feel if somebody come and told you how to do your job?
We said it in a video before. We don't agree with everything that ICE is doing.
But I'm not finna tell nobody how to do their job.
But the job is for them. It is immigration. That's what they're going out into. They're making sure that people have identification in the United States of America. They're making sure that if these people are illegal, that they are out of our country. That is what it is. It's not hate. It is the job that is given to protect Americans. Do you know that there is a whole list of Americans? Y'all are worried about two. Now, I'm not saying that they should have been killed or whatever, but 2 people have been killed by ICE in 2026. But there is a whole list of victims who have been killed by illegals. And I'm talking about the list is long. And we only see, what's her name? Lakin. We talked about the girl, Dakara. That's 2 girls that we talked about. But the list is longer than that because they didn't have, Americans
born, raised, bred here in America. And we crying about illegal.
It's okay.
And 2 people that should have been minding their business that would have been here today if they would have minded their business.
Why aren't you at work? Why don't you have a job? Why aren't you taking care of your children? Where is your wife? Why aren't you going to hang? Why aren't you preparing for this? Like, why not? Why are we in the streets?
Why are the people who contribute the least to America are the ones who are always the loudest?
Why are you creating chaos? And then you too many people are defending it. But if he if he would have stayed out of the way.
Mind your business.
Just like they painted the little 5-year-old that
they kidnapped the 5-year-old. No.
Y'all know
his daddy left him.
His daddy ran off. Do you understand how stupid the daddy is?
Dumb. Then I think they said the mama didn't want the baby.
See?
When they took the baby to the house, the mama didn't want the baby.
So now the child is by itself because the daddy was so scared to go to run off, but you leave your child. So you tell me. And then I think they said the ICE agents took the baby to McDonald's and ate and had him eat. Yeah. So the daddy got a duck and dodge and can't really take care of the child like this. And if y'all say that this is like Germany, not in the 1940s again.
If y'all mention doggone
Anne Frank, she was a citizen. Do you understand me? She was a citizen, and Adolf Hitler put out freaking hits on citizens of that live there.
Ain't nobody putting no hits out on no illegal. We're just trying to get them out of here.
So y'all got to be out y'all got doggone mind to say that is equal to this. No, they lived there and they were terrorized. These people are coming here and terrorizing,
tearing up, making their money, sending it back to where they come from, not contributing anything to here, but got the most to say. Stop. Because being Somalian is like bananas and rice.
Right, like bananas and rice.
You know.
And it's all happening in Minnesota.
Bananas and rice.
That was made no sense. The Band-Aids on her head.
You don't understand what I mean.
That was like
bananas and rice.
That was like, what in the world? So everything that we're saying, it ties in. I know it seems like, oh my God.
We're all over the place. But
it ties in because you don't want to think.
And we have leaders who are gaslighting you.
Yes.
They are playing in your face and you trust them.
You know, all the taxes and stuff. So the American people are becoming poor, but the politicians are becoming richer.
Y'all let that sink in for a second while we get back.
As far as I'm concerned, hostility towards them.
And what was? What was his opinion of when Barack Obama deported a few million people? I mean, where
Nothing.
was he when they were enforcing the law? Where was it?
Nowhere to be
He
found.
probably wasn't around when Bill Clinton did the same thing. I mean, the reality is what Spanberger's doing here in Virginia with her order, where she eliminated the executive order or got rid of the executive order that Glenn Youngkin put in place that local police would cooperate with ICE. What is she doing? What she's basically saying is to illegal immigrants in West Virginia, where they are enforcing the laws, hey, move to Virginia because there'll be less cooperation here. So she's just inviting illegal immigrants here. And this leaf blower issue as well. I mean, of all the things, so we've solved Gaza, we solved the inflation problem, but now we're going to tackle leaf blowers. You know, it's like it'll be like as rare as a Cuban cigar, right? So instead of showing your buddies coming over to your office saying, hey, look at these cigars. Hey, guys, I got this leaf blower over here. It's wild, but 90 illegal one. But in some ways, this is good, though, because what's happening in the country is because Donald Trump has had so much success on things like illegal immigration and getting states to get rid of no cash bail, we're sort of forgot how insane things were. I mean, that's always been my fear for this election, is that some of these cultural issues that we had enough of and what brought Trump to power, we're sort of forgetting how nuts things were when the Democrats were in control. And I think we're starting to see that now in Virginia.
Reince, I hope people are paying attention because this is a midterm election year.
Yes.
And Republicans have to win, or all progress will stop. And all they want to do is impeach Donald Trump, investigate Donald Trump, and they won't care one bit about the American people, about law and order, safety and security, about borders, lower taxes,
all about fighting Donald Trump,
about national security, safety and security. So a lot on the line.
Yeah.
Reince, welcome to the family. Great to have you.
Click.
Because y'all keep saying y'all don't want police doing too much and ICE doing too much. All right. That our right to bear arms.
Gonna be out the window.
Those warrants and stuff, people just gonna come in your home and take it. Because what you gonna do?
Then.
So you need to be careful. We need to be careful. What we're voting.
Yep. And the crazy part is,
how do you get
it doesn't stop there. We have another Saint lunatic.
You can find me in St. Louis.
You can find me.
Okay, can't see the rest of that.
Yeah, but
yeah, where they just smoke and drink all day. No, yeah.
So we also have the Arizona Attorney General who spews this same kind of rhetoric about you can defend yourself against ICE agents. I don't understand. Why do you need to defend yourself against someone who's not worried about you?
But look, they were saying that when Black Lives Matter was happening, they were saying you can defend yourself against the police. This is all, y'all, everything that is happening, it is just being transferred to illegals. When they were like, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
Say his name.
George Floyd. George Floyd was a crackhead, okay?
Crackhead.
So, no, all his statues and stuff needs to be knocked down.
All gone.
And so
Streets,
now they're protecting
illegals.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Same way they do.
It's the same play.
It's
the same play.
It's a double whammy because they're illegal and they're criminal.
Man,
they love defending both. So they're like, oh, we got us a winner.
Well, they're criminals too.
But the AG of Arizona speaks out and says some very radical things. We're gonna let her speak up on it, and y'all know how we do. Gonna commentate on her foolishness as well. These white liberal women,
man, I've been telling y'all. I've been saying.
These white liberal women, I promise you, they're the worst.
Hey, man.
Even back when the slavery times, we used to think that the white men were bad.
Yeah, they weak too, but
them white women
strong.
Ooh, wee. Boy, you ain't want them in your life.
No.
You ain't want them in your life at all.
They'll make your life hell.
I'm trying to told you. like they do today.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they know how to do. It causes hell, havoc, and chaos.
And that's what it is. That remember, you go back to the garden. Let's go back to the foundation. Let's go back biblically. Woman wants to rule over man. It don't matter if you white, brown, yellow, whatever color.
She was never intended for.
Boom. Sit your behind down.
Sit down. Submit. Let's get into it. Got us another. Oh, let me turn it up.
Expansive laws in the country. And Mayes says she is holding the federal government accountable by explaining the Constitution and state law. But Republicans and police unions are calling her words shocking, out of line, and dangerous.
You can use lethal force to protect yourself. So if somebody is breaking into your house, and you think your life is in danger, you're allowed to use lethal force, i.e. a gun or
somebody
some
runs
other
up
weapon.
to your car with a gun out,
right?
Tries to open your door,
right?
With a mask on.
Well, and I mean, you're just literally describing what happened in Minneapolis to Renee Nicole Good.
Lie.
Big old lie.
Big old lie.
That woman bulldozed
That
that
woman.
man.
And then the officers, they had their vest on that identified who they were.
Talking about they're wearing masks.
They're gaslighting
They weren't thieves, y'all.
They're not just running up on people with no cause.
They are there because they know somebody is illegally here, so they're trying to get them, but they can't get to the illegal because Americans are like, don't touch them. We need Jesus.
No. Who's going to cut my grass?
You. Matter of fact, get you an electric lawnmower. Plug it up.
You better get you a leaf blower before dog on what's name. Ban them. Boy, these people retarded, man. Goodness gracious. This don't make no sense. But I digress once again.
Renee Nicole Good.
Arizona Attorney General Kris Mayes catching criticism over recent comments referencing Arizona's Stand Your Ground laws and ICE.
What I was hearing coming from the Arizona Attorney General, the highest law enforcement representative in the state of Arizona, who was basically giving a tutorial on how to shoot police officers, specifically ICE agents.
The Democratic AG now facing calls to step down.
The AG has to first immediately retract what she said, admit that it was bad and dangerous advice. And following that, she needs to resign in disgrace.
Our state's Stand Your Ground laws give armed Arizonans robust self-defense rights. You're allowed to legally use deadly force if immediately necessary to protect yourself from a threat of equal force. One exception is if it's against a law enforcement officer who enters or attempts to enter a residential structure or occupied vehicle in the performance of official duties.
I don't want people using lethal force ever against a police officer.
No.
But police officers, cops, identify themselves.
Mayes expressed fears about criminals posing as law enforcement, with reports of masked undercover ICE agents not identifying themselves before carrying out a warrant.
I knocked on a lot of doors doing no-knock warrants. And even if the person didn't know I was a cop, you don't get to shoot somebody because they knocked on your door or pushed it in. That's not deadly force being threatened against you. Deadly force is someone points a gun at you and tries to kill you.
Only takes one.
I tried to run you over with a
They now
car.
have a license or a green light to shoot at police officers in the course and scope of their duties. And that's what concerns us.
I'm shocked that there are Republicans down at the legislature that are criticizing me for saying what is a fact in Arizona.
It's the law.
It is the law.
Yeah.
It's a law they passed.
By the way,
By the way.
3 dumb people.
Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell responding to the controversy on Twitter.
And you know, they only go on shows that
Agree with them.
There's no pushback. There's no like, that's not what that says.
Well, she doubled down on that.
This is scary, right?
Yep, she sure did double down on it. Gonna listen to her.
And so,
But to be clear,
we're gonna listen to her double down on it real quick. because she tried to clean it up, but it's not working.
Clear, you're not telling folks you have license if
No.
you are threatened,
Well,
officer.
no, but again, if you're being attacked by someone who is not identified as a peace officer, how do you know? I mean, if somebody comes at me wearing a mask, by the way, I'm a gun owner. If somebody comes at me wearing a mask and I
Let's
can't
pause
tell
that for a
whether they're
moment,
a
please.
police
This is
officer,
one. So, I typed the text. No. So they're saying about these masks. Now, I remember about 6 years ago, there's a little thing called COVID, pandemic. And the Democrats were like, hey, put mask on, stay 6 feet away from people. So then people were putting on all types of masks. And then they started robbing and killing and all this. And so now,
No mask.
for the Democrats, because it was the Democrats who were like, mask on, mask on. So now, 6 years later,
No mask.
we want to see your faces. I got it. What a fanny dooley. The laws don't apply to them.
Only who they wanted to.
Got you.
We're not even gonna let her finish because y'all get the gist of it. These white liberals, if you don't know about them, go listen to Malcolm X.
Well, he did say about them. He did.
He said it's the worst thing the worst thing that we can agree with.
Y'all about to like me right now. Y'all probably don't. Malcolm X was telling y'all to stay away from them white liberal women.
Straight up.
Martin Luther King
was
was
over there having sex with them.
We'll see you on next show.
With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So, like always, it is love, peace, soul, and Jesus. Find them if you ain't got it.